want to talk about it. G'day guys, thought I would do a bit of an update. First and foremost, I've got a new camera. I've got a Canon EOS 77D. I've upgraded from a Nikon D5-300. The reason for the upgrade and the new camera model, or not model but new camera brand, is when I got the Nikon, I didn't exactly do my research. It was my first DSLR I ever got. I did do some kind of little bit of research, and the Nikon D5-300 just seemed to be the right camera. Plus, while I was in the process of looking at getting one, my friend actually happened to get one, so I was like, well, yeah, that kind of made up my mind for me a little bit. It kind of pushed me, and it was good, but it just didn't do autofocus for video, and that's kind of what I wanted. And when I got it and it didn't do it, I was kind of a bit disappointed that it didn't autofocus, that I had to manually do it. That was fine that I manually did it at first. I'm like, oh well, it's alright. But then, it turned out that, well, sometimes it wasn't slightly in focus once I got on, to edit, and yeah, so the autofocus was a bit of a thing. And then also the other major thing was the mic. With having an external mic plugged into the camera and the preamps, you couldn't really do too much about it. So that's really the whole reason for the upgrade of the Canon. Well, not the whole reason, but we will get to that later. The next thing is my weight loss. Well, that's all. I don't want to talk about it. That's it. Just no questions. No. Well, I started off good. I started walking. I was walking pretty much every day. With 1 or 2 days maybe I didn't do it, but there was, good reasons for that. But then it kind of, I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to join the gym. And for the days that I don't feel like walking, I can go to the gym. Well, I did that, and I was going good. I was going to the gym for, about a month or so, or less. And well, I got sick of that. I didn't want to go, so I didn't go. And instead of, saying, well, I don't want to go to the gym, so I'll go for the walk. That's where I've really, I think, made the mistake. Was I, on days I didn't want to go to the gym, instead of walking, I just didn't do anything. Well, I should have just said, well, I don't want to go to the gym, so I'll go on a walk instead. And that's where I've mucked it up for myself. I have recently started walking again, in dribs and drabs. I really need to get back into it properly, because I actually wanted to lose weight before this next thing that I'm going to tell you that's not unfortunately going to happen. But anyway, I'm probably going to put on weight, let's face it, before I get back. And when I'm back, well, then I'll definitely work on my waistline and get back into fitness and weight loss. So what's this thing I'm talking about? Well, I am going on my first ever overseas trip. I've never stepped foot outside of Australia before, so this is quite exciting for me. Where I'm going is America. So I'm going to go to LA for 10 days, and then after that I'm going on a Katiki, where we spend another whole day in LA, which by that point, it's kind of like, well, I've already seen LA. I want to see the rest of America now. But the trip, this seemed to be the best one for me for what I wanted, so I booked it. But an extra day in LA is probably not too bad, considering at least I'll kind of know LA, so I'll feel a bit more comfortable. I'll know where I am, so it'll be a good way, I guess, to get to know maybe some people in the Katiki, and kind of mingle a bit, which is probably good. And then after the day in Los Angeles, I'm going to look down here because I've got the list of a few places I'm going. This is not all the places I'm going, but it's just majority of them. The next place after Los Angeles is San Diego. Then we go to Sussex, Grand Canyon, and then on to Route 66, and then Las Vegas, where my normal $5 to $10 budget will probably turn into a $100 gambling budget, just because I'm not normally a big gambler, but hey, I'm gonna be in Las Vegas, so Las Vegas, baby. You know, do it while I can, because I might never get back there again, and even if I do, well then I probably won't gamble that much again, but hey, I'm going to do it this time, why not? And then after that, we go on to San Francisco. Well, there's a stop in between, but we go to 2 stops. But we go to San Francisco, and we spend 2 days there, and then I spend an extra day, and then after that, when the Kitiki ends, and then I fly over to New York City, the Big Apple, yeah! If you don't know me, well, you don't know me. But if you know me, you know I love the city. I always have. So, going to New York is just to me. Of course, I'm looking forward to LA and the Kitiki tour and all the places I'm going on the Kitiki, because that's the whole point. I'm booking the Kitiki because there's places that I wanted to see that are in that Kitiki. And then after New York, I spend 10 days there, and then I go over to Niagara Falls, which I'm going to cross the border for that, because I thought, well, if I'm going that far, I might as well go the little extra mile and cross the border and see it from the better side. And then I spend 2 days there, and then I go back to New York, and I will fly back to New York, and I fly home back to Australia. So that'll be my trip, and that's of course partly the reason of the new Canon EOS 77D that I've got, for the whole fact of autofocus, sound, better quality from while I'm overseas recording, and of course come back and you guys will get content, because I will vlog, and there'll be some kind of like montage things as well that I'll be putting up. So you've got that to look forward to, and I'm looking forward to it myself. So that's all. I hope you've got what you want out of this update and you enjoyed it. And subscribe, and of course, as everyone says now, press the bell, which I normally don't do myself, to be personally honest, just because every time someone uploads, I kind of get annoyed because I always get a notification. Nothing against the person, but just all the people would just annoy me, because I never have problems. Like, I always see my subscriptions on my list. So obviously some people have problems seeing when people put up new videos and it doesn't come up on their list, but I haven't come across that problem as yet. So to me, there's no real need. I'm just happy to go on there and watch them as I please anyway, because even if I got the notifications at the time, I probably would be like, I'll watch it later, and it would just become pointless because I'll forget about it by then, and I'd end up watching their videos by going through my subscription list of uploads anyway, so pointless for me. But if you want to press it and it's something you want to do, go ahead, do it. And of course, as I said before, subscribe. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!